Hey guys, Alex Radin here with Art Lovers TV, and I am just out and about for a drive. Got to run some errands today, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I think can easily be overlooked, but it's really, really critical if you don't want to ever have a time when you're sitting around going, man, I wonder what I'm going to create. I'm just having an idea block. And that is always have a way of recording your ideas on you, whether it be a sketchbook or maybe it's your phone. I don't actually always sketch an idea out. Sometimes I just write and record the idea down, but it's really critical to capture that idea within the first 10 or 15 minutes of when you're having it. You know, it's kind of like when you go to sleep at night and you wake up, you've just had a dream and you are tired and you're like, man, I'll just write that down in the morning. It's something you really wanted to remember. And what happens? You wake up and it's gone, or you're like, all of it's foggy. So that's number one of my biggest tips for if you ever want to just not be sitting there, staring at a blank canvas saying, what am I going to paint? I literally never have a moment like that anymore after practicing this for years. So that's one really critical tip. Another thing that's really important when you're having ideas and you're brainstorming, a lot of times I'll have an idea and I'll start capturing it, I'll start thumbnailing it out, and I'll have this other idea pop in my mind and I'll be like, nah, that's not a good idea. It's just, it's a stupid idea. And you've probably heard it said before, there's no such thing as a stupid idea. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are such things as bad ideas, and I've actually tried to create some of them before, but really, if you think that way, you're not going to get on to the next idea that's really important, because your brain has this way of fixating on something. So if you have a really bad, or an idea you think is a bad idea, write that down too. Get it out in a place where your brain can recognize that you've recorded it in a way that you can retrieve it again later. Because once you've put that idea down, I don't know how your brain works like this, but it knows that it can go get it later and it doesn't have to focus on it or think about it anymore, and you can move on and get to other ideas. Another thing is I find that a lot of those ideas, sometimes that I thought were bad ideas, actually weren't. They had some kind of element in them that was like gold, so it's really great to just get them down as you're thinking of them. A lot of times I'll think up 15 to 30 different ways that I can present a single concept, and it might even be the first idea that was the best that I come back to in the end. But it's always good to just get them all down. So think of those ideas in the that you're thinking of in the moment. Record them as quickly as possible. Don't try to push bad ideas out of your mind. That's really a critical one. And then there are other things that you can do to kind of, I guess, get your imagination going. For me, it might be different for you, but for me, anytime I sit down and watch Nova videos or stuff about science and space and just crazy things in our universe, or stuff about insects that I never saw or heard of before, that kind of stuff just gets my mind firing. Science and that kind of thing. For me, another thing that kind of gets my brain going is trying something new. Try something different you haven't ever done before. It could be anything, but just get out there and experience new things. That's another big one. Get out of the studio. I know we like to spend a lot of time in the studio creating and working and, in the lab mixing up sounds and all kinds of stuff, but you got to get out and experience life. That will definitely be a big way that your ideas start kind of stirring. Listen to other artist lectures. That's a great one. Hear what other people are interested in and what's got them all fired up and inspired. So that's a great thing. As artists, I hear often artists say, oh, well, I just want to block everything out. I don't want to get influenced by anything else. Well, the fact is you're influenced by everything else. Everything you see, everything you hear, everything you touch, everything you taste, all the experiences, the smells, everything you see and take in is going to affect you in some way. Everything you've experienced in life is going to affect you in some way. You're made with certain likes and dislikes, and so you're going to be inspired and kind of soak in the different things that inspire you and that is unique to your unique voice. So you don't have to block out everything else so that you can have a unique voice. You already have a unique voice because you're a unique person. I think the idea is when another artist is inspiring you in a certain way and you're going to create something based on something that's inspired you, what new thing do you bring to the conversation? Are you just recreating something that somebody else created? Well, then you're just copying and there's nothing unique you're bringing to the conversation. But artists throughout centuries have been inspired by other artists' work and done a variation based on something that they've encountered or experienced, or a new idea that an artist brought to life for them. So I love to listen to other people, and I do that a lot too. I'll just have an observation time where I'll just go out and sit and observe people, observe things around me, and just think. So all those are kind of great ways to kind of fire up some inspiration if you're hitting a block. But one of the things not to do is to sit there and stare at the blank canvas or in the room thinking, what am I going to write? Just sometimes you just got to put it down and get out there and experience things. So another great tip for kind of anything that you can do to get you out of your comfort zone and what the normal pattern sometimes that we fall into. Anything that takes you on an adventure into something different usually is a good thing. And for artists, I would say if you're a painter, go take a dance class or go out and experience, sit down and go see, a concert or something, do something in another style, try another art form that maybe it's not something that you normally go to, but a lot of times experiencing different kinds of, as a painter in school, I took welding. I just wanted to, play around with 3D. I'm so into 2D. So that was an awesome experience and definitely influenced my work at the time. So, experience a different art form, play around with a different medium, jump into film for a little bit, or, maybe try to write a short story, or just play around in different art forms, because it definitely will influence you as an artist, and it will change the way you see things and take in things. So that's another really great tip for getting inspiration flowing. See, so I'm out here shopping and donuts inspire me, so I gotta write that down. You know what I'm saying? Inspiring. Okay guys, so I really look forward to hearing from you if this has helped. I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Share what's worked for you. Really want to be able to brainstorm together and come up with things that will really work best so we can all grow. So thanks for watching Art Lovers TV, and see you in the next episode.